The Great Escape. Why Axel Disasi's looming move to Roma is a rare win-win for Chelsea. As the December frost settles over Cobham and the January transfer window looms, the corridors of Chelsea's training ground are once again buzzing with the sound of departures. At the heart of the latest headlines is Axel Disasi, the 27-year-old French defender who has transitioned from a £38.8 million marquee signing to a prominent member of the club's infamous bomb squad. According to recent reports from Chelsea news and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, AS Roma has emerged as the frontrunner to rescue Disasi from his Stamford Bridge exile. But this isn't just another routine transfer. It is a complex deal dictated by FIFA regulations, wage structures, and a desperate need for defensive stability in the Italian capital. From Monaco to the bomb squad. When Axel Disasi arrived from AS Monaco in the summer of 2023, he was viewed as a physical powerhouse capable of anchoring Chelsea's backline for years. His debut goal against Liverpool suggested a bright future, but the rapid evolution of the Chelsea project under Enzo Maresca has left little room for sentiment. Under Maresca's tactical setup, which demands high mobility, ball-playing centre-backs like Levi Colwill and Wesley Fofana, Disasi has found himself surplus to requirements. After a loan spell at Aston Villa in the latter half of last season, he returned to a club that had effectively moved on. This season, he hasn't made a single first-team appearance for the Blues, instead spending his days training with the development squad to maintain fitness. Maresca's stance has been cold but clear. While Disasi was praised for helping the young players during the November international break, the manager shut down any talk of a reintegration. For Disasi, the message was received: move out or stay out. Roma's defensive crisis. While Disasi languishes in London, AS Roma is facing a defensive emergency. Under the stewardship of veteran manager Claudio Ranieri, the Giallorossi have struggled with consistency at the back. Roma's interest in Disasi is born out of a need for immediate experience and physical presence, two things Disasi provides in abundance when he is match fit. Reports from Italy, specifically via journalist Daniele Longo, suggest that Roma has already opened formal negotiations with Chelsea. The attraction for Disasi is obvious: the opportunity to relaunch his career in a league famous for nurturing defenders, playing under a legendary manager, and competing for European spots. The no-loan deadlock. The most fascinating aspect of this transfer is the structural limitation of the deal. Typically, a player in Disasi's position would be a prime candidate for a loan with an option to buy. However, Chelsea's aggressive transfer policy over the last 2 years has left them in a regulatory bind. Under current FIFA regulations, clubs are limited to a specific number of international loan slots. Chelsea has already exhausted these slots for the 2025-26 season. This means that for Disasi to move to Roma, or any club outside of England, it must be a permanent transfer. This complicates matters for Roma, who are famously cautious with their spending due to financial fair play (FFP) constraints. While Disasi's £80,000 a week wages are considered modest by Premier League standards, they represent a significant investment for a Serie A side. However, with Chelsea desperate to trim their bloated wage bill and remove unwanted players from the books, there is hope that a compromise on the transfer fee, likely significantly lower than the £38.8 million they paid Monaco, can be reached. Competition from abroad. Roma isn't the only club keeping tabs on the Frenchman. The report highlights heavy competition from France, with Olympique Lyon and the ambitious Paris FC also showing interest. More surprisingly, Disasi has been offered to Barcelona and AC Milan. Barcelona's ongoing injury crisis in the heart of their defense makes them an intriguing wild card, though their preference for a loan deal may keep them on the sidelines unless they can move players out first. What happens next? As we approach the opening of the January window, the ball is firmly in Roma's court. For Chelsea, the goal is simple: recoup a respectable fee and free up a squad spot. For Disasi, the goal is survival. He is a 27-year-old in his prime who cannot afford another 6 months in the shadows. If the deal goes through, Roma gets a hungry, physically imposing defender with Champions League experience. If it fails, Chelsea faces the grim prospect of paying a high-earning international to train with teenagers until the summer. In the high-stakes game of the January window, the Axel Disasi saga is one to watch. It is a reminder that in modern football, talent isn't always enough. You have to fit the system, or you have to find a new home. For Disasi, all roads currently lead to Rome.